mentioned, but let's see, Alex, because last time NRG played versus a top 10 team was back in March at EPL versus Eternal Fire, and now they're known as Aurora. So a lot has happened in that time.
How did that match go?
Not well at all. Single digis. Magisk with a lot of information over towards B at the start of the round. Pokes his head out high ramp and calls it clear, but it's a slow crawl for NRG. Contact found. First bullet is going to delete, bro. Beautiful start.
I mean, that's exactly what he was playing for, right? Just catching him out, one bullet. Gets to reposition now, play for the information, play that number advantage. OC equipped with a full belt of utility.
And that's the key, right? That they still have these nades. So they still get the control. Magisk drops back to high ramp. Is still going to play an active position from Oil. The rotation point will be m0NESY in through connector. They pushed Ivy, sector clear. They don't see anybody lining up nades outside T mid. So the penny drops. Here comes the rotation.
Yeah, m0NESY is going to be able to provide a bit of a block smoke. Whether they disrespect that, they could be punished, but there's a flash. It enables them to get into the site. However, m0NESY knocks George down. Nice one tap on the USP. Bomb allowed to go down by virtue of their util into the site. Hexed in a forward position, kind of juking it out on a light skirmish with Magisk. Nitro gonna have to remain active as well. Nico's made it even more difficult with a headshot onto OC. It's still Hex in that forward position. One is insufficient. A second onto the flanker. He turns around for a third. That is the round, thanks to Hex and his Glock. Nico trying to change the dialogue, giving it anything. A headshot needed in the next 5, 4. It's not going to be given his way. Hex has really secured the round for NRG.
I said flank so nonchalantly because I was guaranteed in that moment that TeSeS had won the round, and I didn't even feel the need to bring it up because Falcons, they sat back, they had the net, it's all good. This is the kill from TeSeS, of course. They isolate the player in the 1v3, 1v4, but no, Hex happens, and we know he loves a bit of back chat, this kid, so the smack talk might be coming out of his mouth thick and fast, but that is beautiful, pivoting on a dime. And getting them the pistol on their map choice.
4v5 disadvantage. You turn it around on your T-pistol.
3v5, right? m0NESY got the next kill, right?
You're right.
Just to talk about what we can be expecting out of NRG on their default rounds, and we'll call an anti-eco or an anti-force round that they'll approach just like a rifle round. You can have George and Nitro working for box haul / pop control. OC will be assisting them. Bro over towards T middle, and Hex working on Ivy. They'll have the standard openers that you'll see from most teams, sandwich smoke, as well as the camera smoke, the harass utility towards pop, the molly, the double nades. They've got all that good stuff, right? So they've been going through the paces against North American opponents. Very limited games against Europeans, but now a tall task on the table.
Very standard if the CTs have got the freedom to take control. Main responsibility of Kixen enables and facilitates this pop dog setup with Nico playing on red, Magisk up close. And we're going to see OC line up to try and get these pop players activated. Kixen has been Molotov'd out, but a block smoke for the extinguish.
Can't go through this, bro.
He certainly will. Flying around the corner, the freedom. Liberated by that MAC-10 and its moving accuracy. And now it gets awkward into the meat grinder of those sidearms. Spamming away, the temptation of the weapon catches Nico off guard. It's OC and Nitro clawing their way back into the site. And m0NESY the last to fall. Unlikely to see anything out of the 1v3. Diligent util to the back of the bomb train. Forces him into the fight. He's found some safe haven. Oh, last second spread puts him on 4 HP, now spotted. There's nothing here. There should be no way, unless he had hit that one on the drive-by. A flying Galil to secure it. Okay, OC and Nitro stabilize for the NRG second.
Now, something that used to exist on Train, now we have to go back in the Wayback Time Machine, but this is even when I was competing, that Train, you would play the press, right? You'd play aggressive T-man, you'd play aggressive pop, you'd get the control, you'd go through all your utility, you'd have someone idly jiggling Ivy, and then they'd, drop a smoke to block, but you'd use a lot of your nades to cotton off the pop and the main control because you'd want to have that. The problem is, once that util, the mollies and the smokes fade, you then have to transition back into a different setup, something a bit more bait and switch. And that was a force from Falcons, right? The util that they had used to get the control early had faded. I think they were fortunate with the timing there that... Oh, hold up a second. These pistols, they're pesky. Lighten up the board, George. He'll take down Kixen.
Very, very important flash from OC there. If that PT50 isn't blinded, he was not looking. A real free headshot was available, but saved out by the util. And a very threatening one from Falcons. You can see that USP headshot puts Hext on notice, but the round is theirs. He survives. And we'll get into the first gun.
Yeah, m0NESY had 6.3k there, so able to bring out the AWP with armor, not the head armor variety, but doesn't matter with AKs on the other side, and even some utility to boot. So in a strong position to start off the CT gun rounds are Falcons. But yeah, taking care of the mandatory rounds for this to be competitive. So this is a strong start for NRG, but this is where we really find out their pedigree on how to train. There's Bro from Team Mid, popping out that harass utility. George and Nitro getting the pop control.
Yeah, it's interesting to not see any kind of early skirmishes for that control. You know, there are CT utility sets to kind of show that you're going to fight for that ramp fight. Beautiful set of chairs over there.
I think we have a few technical issues right now.
Beautiful set of chairs, Chad.
We are popping out main here.
Yeah, and Nico is going to stand to deliver. OC unwilling, lets his teammate go first. It's Nitro that's plucked from the pack, but it's into a 2v2. Bomb is loose on the floor. Monacy is searching for George as he slips past that line of sight. I don't know if a step was heard there. I think Magisk may have registered that he has crossed.
OC, I think he was running Ivy, and I can see him shifting now, but if he wasn't quiet, Monacy would have heard him. So let's see, how ready is he for the Ivy play?
Looks like he's getting ready for it right now, Chad.
Yeah, he heard him.
Yeah, okay. Intrigued as to how they approach this. George is cooking as well. He's actually flanking through CT. Magisk has to be cognizant of that.
Oh, in two minds.
If they swing Ivy together. Monacy's got him.
Oh, missed.
Face the shot. Okay, okay. Now George activates. George removes Magisk. And this gun round's getting very uncomfortable and dicey for Falcons. Now the bomb is down, and Monacy should be cognizant of that. George walking straight into the scope.
Oh, another miss.
Another one. Third time's the charm, gets away with it.
It's the rifle. He's out of ammo.
That'll do. Nicely. Galil. Bomb needs to be retrieved still. OC against the clock at this point. Monacy going to be toying with him. Sees that he's left and vacated. Will reposition in the meantime. Up onto the bomb train. Perfect. There's no other decision for OC to try and plant. Monacy still struggling to finish his meal, but he gets the job done. Whew, relief on his face. An impressive first sequence we see out of Monacy to start.
Yeah, if anything, he's probably going to be frustrated with the misses that he had because he could have won the round over towards Ivy. OC just sitting in the open there, tucked into that little cubby. Definitely not hidden whatsoever. Locking this one down.
4 kills in the round as well from Monacy. That was the 2 to keep it competitive and level. And then as we witnessed, yeah, a bit of a strenuous, a bit of a strain in the clutch, but still a clutch.
And you could see what happened, right? So the timer hits a certain point. The discussion between Monacy and Magisk is, well, we know this guy's Ivy. Monacy heard him. Let's clear him together. Unable to do so because the flank timing comes in from George, puts all the pressure on the kid, but still clutches it out. But if you're Daps, you take this timeout. You understand the fact that one player survived. He would have got his AWP back, but the pressure is on the Falcons' finances. It will have some omissions in the buy, and we're starting to see that take shape right now. Famus's MP9. Nico gets the 1A1S, and that is going to complement Monacy's saved AWP from the previous clutch. NRG, it's a bit more touch and go. Couple of AKs. Mac-10 Tech-9 Deagle, but the U2 is there. Standard opening in the sky. Both teams looking to obscure vision early as once more. Oh, here we go. Aggression. Magisk just making sure they can't have this control for free.
They managed to get it anyway.
You just love a B execute because if you're able to pop in and take the low ramp control, push up sidewalk, constrict the connector rotation, that's where the pistol and the Mac-10 can be all good in the hood. But we're going to have a biff right now on pop.
Yeah, interesting. Monacy, he is taking his AWP towards the pop fight. Whether or not he takes it any further, doesn't look like it. Kixon and him just setting up for a little 1-2 punch.
Rotation to Magisk is miles away. If they go soon...
Yeah, you're right. He is on his own, Chad. Just a smoke to block.
Tessa's pushing Ivy Nico with main control.
This is a ratty little angle for upper.
It feels like he has to play retake. Kixon's coming now, but it's an MP9 from range.
Just through our last smoke, the cavalry does just tuck in. Kixon arriving just as Bro descends that ramp.
Nico's coming as well. They've read this.
They work. They know what's up. Kixon to contribute. George taking a little lick of damage. No good flashes. Up fantastic down the ramp. Completely blinds out Kixon. Magisk needs to hit this next headshot. Bro contemplating it up close, using oil channeled forward. Maybe going to be overlooked here. No, Nitro, he seems like he was ready in a messy spray. Looks like NRG, they know that they have them right where they want them. This is their round now. Shouldn't be anything more out of Nico, even attempting.
Yeah, no overstep right now as you see them boosting. They're looking for a fight, but you need to save this. You can't be throwing this away right now. So NRG, even with the well-timed utility, I'll say for Magisk, that was a perfect block timing. Tess has pushed Ivy, got info. Nico was in main. No one was spamming. No one was harassing. So Falcons, it looked like they played that situation perfectly, but just unable to connect the dots on the fight. So right now, they've got a tuck tail because the fight's coming their way. Bro's starting to search. He's not going to get there in time. and they'll block it with the smoke anyway. So retain an AWP, the M4 and the FAMAS. That's the best that they had brought into that round. Could get some FAMAS drops or MP9 drops for Magisk. Oh, Magisk has bought straight in with a shotgun. He sold that back quick smart, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, a simple approach there with the broken buy. So well handled as a 4-1 start for NRG, their map choice. This is what you want to see, a competitive affair from the hometown representation of NRG.
Yeah, it's going to feel good as well for Coach Dabs, calling that timeout, outlining the financial implications of the one remaining after the Monacy clutch.
There is a few talking points around the Falcons as well coming into this. So obviously the Kioske rumors. Does that uncertainty undermine the focus on the task ahead? That's the question mark at the tail end of the season. On the inverse of that, they could be playing for their careers, either Tessas or Magisk at the moment, or let's not say careers, their spot on the team. That's a little bit drastic. But Monacy joins. They had very limited practice, a day and a half. Now they've had 2 weeks since the Rivals final, so a chance to get a few more reps of prac under their belt.
Ooh, honestly, burnt down to just 20 points of health. He has to stand vigilant on the line now, knowing just a single bullet from anything could take him out. Ro and Nico through the smoke, kicks and catches. First blood drawn. Block util from Magisk, now realizing they could try and play to punish after the proactivity of the CTs on A. Will B be vulnerable? No, Monacy arrives
there we go.
Just in time. That's why you save the AWP. Impact reverberates into that B site. Nice response, though. What a spray out of OC. He's on for an ace right now. Triple kill. Bomb on his back, and he just recedes. Falls out. Nico ahead of this rotation.
Is Magisk going to push up low ramp after this? It's awfully quiet. Staying active. Nico's going to catch them as well. So just pinned in. Now going to head the long way around. So I thought they would just reroute into pop, but no. They're going to completely reset. And with so much time, not the worst call in the world. Box hole's called clear. They know they have pop control. So at this point, it has to be main or Ivy, and very unlikely they go all the way around to Ivy. Nico can just focus fire.
Oh, but he's actually concerned about the potential that they've slipped Ivy. He's sitting exposed to main right now. Hasn't got a consideration of it. There it is. Just in time. Prepares his aim on the cross out from the healthy Hex and now delivers the headshot. Nico caught lacking.
Oh, they know this is the B defense.
Yep.
So he's either going to come pop, he's going to come back alley, or he's going to come connector.
And now you know what? The low HP on OC. Can be playing for that intel, and oh, he loses his life. Couldn't get it safely. Puts it all onto Hex to close out what OC has delivered. A 3K into response.
No kit.
No kit does immediately make this uncomfortable for Magisk, because he's going to have to get loud soon.
Gonna have to get the smoke on the bomb and needs to tap.
Hex is safe. There's that smoke. Does Hex overplay his hand here?
Magisk has no idea.
Doesn't panic.
No idea.
No info.
Saving.
Just like that. Would prefer the AK than attempting an unwinnable clutch. Hex will clutch just by virtue of staying alive. It's OC's response, that double spray on the connector rotation after all Monacy worked for. It's another NRG round. 5 T-side train rounds up against Falcons.
That's a beautiful start. Can't complain about this whatsoever. So we have to look at the finances right now for Falcons off the back of that save. Obviously the loss bonus is starting to accrue.
Gobble out.
So knowing that you get the 3,400 will be a partial now behind the AK. Oh, they've gone double scouts. Saved AK for Magisk, a deagle for Kicks, and one for Tessus as well. So if Nico and Monacy can get a few tags, this round is still winnable. They will be full buying into the next, but well handled so far from NRG. You saw the potency of that harass utility onto Monacy, and then he still gets a double kill. So fortunate it's the AWPer. They started the AK on yard, right? Seeing if it was going to be something a little bit more aggressive, that Magisk would be able to assist. Oh, not a chance in the world. Nitro deletes too. That's the AK on the ground. You know that's the B defender as well. You can pick up the bomb, regroup, use your utility advantage. You got smokes, flashes, molotovs, execute to a side of your choice, and that'll be done and dusted as the AK is scavenged back. Still, the player's in the wrong place. George has already worked down low ramp. He hasn't been detected yet. So he's saying, look, there are possibilities. There's still a chance they could have been in the side. I haven't cleared everything else out. Is he just going to play for the flank? He might just catch them pants around the ankles. Back's turned.
Got to respect it from George. Some high-octane proactivity, and does tap the head of Monacy, trying to swivel around. Lovely from George.
Georgie boy.
Nico overextending with that jump and punished.
5 staying alive and getting vocal now. So this is NRG with a haul.
A serious haul. I mean, this is already getting to the stages where it's guaranteed to be uncomfortable for Falcons into the second half.
100%. This is now a game that they need to start working back into. And it's not like they've had their haven't had their moments. They definitely have.
Not an offer!
Not an AWPer.
Well, no AWPs in the... Well, nope, that's a lie. Modesty has his. Look at this from Bro, the pace. He's just out mid. I don't think he's detected.
Nico walking through the sandwich smoke. They are side by side, and Nico catches Bro slipping. Just looking the wrong way. George runs into that Modesty AWP, looking at much more regular scheduled programming for Falcons as of late.
It's a gear shift from NRG. So they try something aggressive, right? They've been a little bit later in their timings because they've gone through the pop control and then pounce. Right now it's through middle, and that's one of their pockets right there. But nothing going to be left in them shortly. So just a 2v5 situation. For Falcons right now, you want to keep as many alive as possible. That's a bad start. The trade is there. Now it's just Hex to find. 4 alive. That's okay. They can get that all back.
Yeah, Tessus has already retrieved that. Oh, there's the info. And finished off by the scavenged AWP. Falcons, that's a convincing one.
Well, residual cash available. Hex with 10k. He's at the high end. Guaranteed buy. Don't you worry about that. So does OC want to bring out the AWP? And the answer to that is an immediate yes. So what I just mentioned about the 5 rifles is good with the pace change, right? If you want to be a bit more mobile at mid using your spawns. But now with the AWP, we might return to that default spread. Okay, Ivy heavy. They want to set OC up with a pick over towards Ivy here to start things off. Does he catch Tessus on a jiggle? That's the question. And then how much follow through is there? Is it just, okay, with the first 30 seconds of the round, we come over. There's the run boost. He's seen that. He will not repick that line. He'll block with the smoke. And now the question, do NRG want to play through this? No, job's done. So they put pressure. They've now announced presence to Falcons that Ivy could be an issue. You need to tend to this and reroute completely. George could come late in through pop, but needs to get past Nico first, who does tend to join Magis sometimes when they want to play for these Brown Hall control rounds.
Yeah, I mean, the whole team's coming this way. So Nico, the only question is, can he get caught by OC's AWP? Like, is something...
He's not coming through the window, coming down the stairs. So
yeah,
I think he should be safe to get the info and get away. But it's more about the reaction of NRG after they spot him.
Here comes the info. Okay, Nico spotted out. George racing him down the ramp.
Well, that's the reaction I was talking about.
And there's a response as well. Magic squad and a half.
Saw the bomb there.
Info as well. Late lurk on Hex, caught by the AWP. But it's a double spray out of Nico. Successfully passes the test on B. OC plucks one on the overextension. Tessus was trying to mantle up, but retrieving the bomb, it doesn't look like he's going to be giving this a go.
I think the Saver is the better of the options here. But you can see that, right? So Nico gets the info. He falls back. George knows, okay, if he's on his own, I can beat him on the timing. Magis gets there just in time. A great defensive piece of utility there from Nico as well. And this time they will be able to get it done. Hold up a second. OC is going to plan? What? He's going to... He's going to die now. Okay, well, that's the AWP gone.
Different universe. Someone upper.
Okay. Well, right now, it is going to be the second of 3 tactical timeouts in regulation. Daps, can he make another light by call? Take a look at the loss bonus situation. It is going to be the 2400 going into the next. You could have 2 AKs in this round and some upgrades around those AKs. Nitro could get a Galil. Could go pistols with util for George and Bro. Do you... Oh. No, okay, sold it back. He did sell it back.
We're going to keep it conservative and have a proper gun round next.
So, yeah, everyone's going to make sure they keep themselves around the 2K mark, most likely. So with the loss bonus, they can get another rifle round. Oh, hold on, we got a tech issue. Do we have a tech issue? We're investigating. Who spilled what? If it's just water, that's okay.
Can't go spill.
Who fronts the dry cleaning bill?
Do you dry clean a mouse mat? That's the question.
The floor.
Oh, the floor.
I hope the drinks are on the floor.
Not on the mouse pad. That would be more of a disaster.
And they don't like extra things on the table.
No, but what you have your chibi weeby, can't you?
You can have your
gemstones and
you can have your tchotchke.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Stuffed toys. Your beanie babies. Nitro on our screens once more. And on home soil.
I'm surprised that, well, actually, no, there's more spots for America. But I was going to say, see them at the major. But there are a lot more spots. It's 32 teams now.
Woof.
Just keeps growing. Back in my day.
What was it, 16?
16.
16 is crazy. We've doubled since then. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
So in a decade.
Yeah.
Just over.
I mean, it's wonderful. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's on Na'Vi. They're not here. Oh, it is on the table, Alex.
Yeah, kicks in. Oh, Majesty is checking it out. Doesn't look like he's filled with confidence that we'll be back in the server room imminently.
Is it just water, though? You don't want orange juice in your mouse pad. You want a whole new mouse pad.
You would. You would. I think you could probably get away with water, you know, hanging up outside.
But not if...
Ooh. I don't know. It's kind of
hidden. Not if the pad's wet.
Who's rocking a tie loop mouse? Okay, bro.
If the pad's wet, you need a new pad.
Oh, you're not playing on it right now. No.
Swamp pad.
Yeah, you can't be having that.
Grip tape fan over there.
Yeah.
All right, so Galil, OC wants the AWP. They've already got 6 rounds on the T side. Right now, if we just set the bar, the expectation for everybody, at this point, if Falcons don't get 6-6 on the half, it's... Well, it already is a bad CT half.
Yes.
It's a worse CT half in that framing.
The curiosity that I have right now is just, you bought this util exclusively because you want to do something to set up this Galil. So, seems like they're kind of starting to head towards a B finish. You've got a very limited kit of util. These 2 flashes better be very well timed. m0NESY can clean up. Do they use that nade as a cue? Nitro prepares his flashbang, ready to try and jump scare Magis, but he's not going to be blinded off by the first. The second does connect, and he's run down. m0NESY misses his first bullet. That's an important one. Takes away the hero Galil, but it has at least facilitated a plant. m0NESY's going to clean up house. Just one remains. Bro gets dunked on, but you know what? They'll kind of call that one a win.
Yeah, it's going to give them a few little bonuses. This is where the question comes in, because the finances for Falcons, after all the reinvestments of nades and everything, wasn't great. So you sit there and you go, should you have maybe hedged and Hex drops a couple of deagles and we try and get a few more kills?
Yeah,
you definitely take the plant, don't get me wrong. But if you could stress the finances a bit more. But anyway, there's only 2 rounds left. That's here nor there. That's getting into the weeds. Right now getting tied up. That's what Falcons are looking for.
Kinky.
All right, well, I feel that NRG should go back to getting make sure you get the pop control early, get the harass util from Bro out of main, get George and Nitro to take that. Here we go. So there it is on the C. Oh, they've smoked it.
Interesting way to deal with that.
CT extinguished to get the space.
Well, now instead of being 20 HP, he's 77. Going to be posted up on pop, so that will limit some of their early map control. George and Nitro going to be the ones trifling with that AWP. How do you do it? You flash and swing, you flash and you swing. Nice and wide from Nitro, avoids that tight line held by m0NESY's AWP and concedes the space.
Yeah, that nade, I don't think, he might have to go get his angles again. m0NESY, that one's bounced right back in his face, but I see he's heading back over towards main. Nitro's coming over too. Tessus again, so a late activation Ivy. We've seen this in a few rounds from Falcons so far. It's great for info. Helps inform the rotation. He might even catch a free kill right now.
Yeah, if you get it perfect,
he saw him.
You catch someone in the backside. Lining up nades. OC removed. Oh, that was the whole plan, just completely thwarted by the Tessus aggression. A quick retooling of how we're going to take this space.
Oh dear.
But they are hamstrung heavily by Tessus catching that perfect moment. Missed throw on the incendiary from Nico. Could have flushed out that player had it landed sweet and clean and flush. Nitro goes down to Nico, traded out by Bro. Is there anything to be done?
Yeah, still tough. Rotation's here now.
Ooh, here's a bit of a team flash there. Bro gets another. There's the m0NESY AWP, swung upon now. Hex applying the pressure. m0NESY not feeling any of it. A recovery of a half from Falcons, looking for that full 6-6 scoreline.
Yeah, right there. Tessus even gets that kill over towards Ivy, but the rotation is still a while away because he doesn't get all the info. It could be a fake. So this is poor OC getting caught. That's a really tough way to go. But there's 2 players on B. So this, especially with Nico struggling after that first kill, there was a chance they could have traded out, but no. Final round, first half, broken by.
Okay, Bro, this time you're out and about. Last time with pistols that wrecked ya. This time, Bro gets away with it. Early frag onto Nico.
Spotted.
Tessus visible. playing with that ladder, a couple of speculative spams. That smoke's not lasting forever. The pressure on Magisk is heavy, and he's already begging for backup. Rotation comes through. Bottom of the back of Hex, he's gotten across and punching in the code. The site is theirs on this compromised buy. Final round, will they leave with the lead? NRG, a man advantage, but for how much longer? Coming in on that flank is Kixon. Shadow to bait him in, but long range spray. Decent work, finds the head. It's still up for debate, only bro. 1 versus 2, timing's good to find and isolate Monacy. Tessus is going for a 5-second stick, and bro's overthinking it. Convinced Tessus wouldn't have the audacity to go for a 10-second stick in the 1v1. Audacious out of Tessus, we tie it up 6-6. Day one in Dallas, the land of cowboys and barbecue.
And big things.
Big things, absolutely. This could be a big thing for NRG. Unfortunately, what started tremendously did slow down. They were at a 6-1 scoreline, clawed back to something stable, something functional for this second half of our first map between the two of them. NRG coming in as hometown heroes. 3, of course, North American players and a Canadian, so they've definitely got the majority up against Falcons, the full smorgasbord of Counter-Strike delicacies.
It does feel weird calling them Americans, but that's the official term, isn't it?
That is the word. Yeah.
Okay, Hexter's not getting the Magis treatment. He's copping a bullet in the side of the dome and not getting the one tap.
I'm telling you, the Glock headshots, man, just moving at range, they're deadly. Let's put Nitro on notice. They're looking to kind of come out main and spew onto the site.
Oh, another one.
I'm telling you, these Glocks, deadly in the hands of the Falcons. Already very threatening. Nitro hoping to be overlooked. He's been cleared out. Monacy rumbles him.
So many gooshes.
Yeah, look at the HP. George and Hex with 13 points of health, and they are feeling pretty unlucky as George goes down. It's just Hexton. He is the next one to fall. Monacy looks like he's hungry for this one. He was quite content with staying up on that yellow train, trying to run him down. But Magisk steals that one away.
Okay, so we split the pistols, and things just get a whole lot hollower for NRG. You would hope that within the halftime break there, that the conversation is, boys, that's a great half. 6 is huge. We played some really good CS. Don't worry that they came back down the stretch. This is CT side train. But This is our map choice. Now it's our turn to show them how it's done. The question is, are they going to fight fire with fire and go for the force, or do they take the save? And I can confirm right now they'll be going for the full eco. So the rifles will be out into the next for NRG. Falcons will get a free stab at getting themselves to a 2-round lead, 6-8. Has everybody pushing back 6 into hell? Interesting. Well, they've gotten there undetected.
Quite like the idea.
Rats are going to be coming out of the system.
Yeah, right. I mean, I wonder how you play it. Do you have one person kind of catch a timing? Yeah, you do. You have Bro kind of bait them in.
I feel like you don't even want to do that, though.
No, I thought the idea was like you kill him, you overlook him, everyone kind of walks out.
Or you spot him and you molly it.
Yeah, that's also a very logical conclusion. You're right. Maybe this is better.
Oh, wait, we saw a guy with a USP hiding in hell, and if I throw one Molotov, it'll force him to push out of that position.
All right, you and your logic. Get out of here. Don't want any of that around here. There you go. So
that's better. That's fine. You're not going to molly that.
Oh, now it's kind of worked out. Yeah. Farming session for the Mag-10.
Good. Nitro, you need
Bloom.
one. Yes.
Worth.
4 for the price of 1.
Yeah, it's a sick deal.
Yeah, they got that at Costco.
Yeah, the multi-pack.
How many big booms is that one worth?
At least 1. But now, because they ecoed,
Yeah.
you get this amazing looking CT buy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Bro's gone SMG. Could have definitely afforded the M4. Would have been lighter on util. Oh, and it's even a bit wonky.
This is where George and OC, if they do end up testing B early, yeah, they've done the early block smoke. That could be enough. It's going to pivot them towards pop for the fight. OC got that M4. Oh, did he get spotted? That's just spam through the smoke.
That's bait
They're
from
walking
George.
through, yeah.
So they consider this.
It looks like
Smoke's about to fade. They just look like they want to hit B right now. Or good flash, OC swing.
Oh, doesn't finish his
Huge
meal.
info, though. Would have spotted a bomb on radar.
Certainly, yeah. Nitro's already pulling up his socks to get jogging over to that site. Seems like Falcons are having second thoughts. Or rather, putting that bomb somewhere other than Tessus so he can be that pointy end of the spear with his Mag-10.
I think even if you're 2B, like they are right now, and you get full executed against, you're screwed. I think you need a third man.
You don't have the util to block either.
Is this a fake, though? Nico's looking like he wants to come out of pop.
At
least he was. Starting to backpedal now. 50 seconds.
They've got so many more nades in them. Oh, that's a good find from OC if he could finish it. Still just chipping away at Magisk over the course of this round, and 40 seconds left. It's time to get a wiggle on into that site. Here comes that execute you were discussing. A third still hasn't cheated over. Hex smoked off. Good find from OC to start. George, not going to pass his test, but Hex as well. Goes down to Nico. Okay, site's gone. They kick open the front door and claim it for themselves.
Had their opportunities, though, didn't they?
Yep.
OC's aim looking a bit like Stowns right there. You know, kind of putting the crosshair roughly in the general vicinity and shaking. Hoping that the headshot would miraculously come through. You could tell he's stressed taking that type of a fight. And understandably so. So Bro and Nitro will save. Bro's going to hang around, see if he can cheekily pick up anything on the way out the door, but doesn't look like it will be the case. And there will have to just be a partial for NRG in the next round, as Falcons will get themselves up to 9. Bro, he jumped out connector smoke. That's what he said.
Yeah.
In case you missed it at home. So Hex just trying to be a teammate. He's trying to help out the boys.
When Chad said they should have 3, Hex realizing maybe 10, 15 seconds too late, as he did end up leaping through that smoke into the loving embrace of NiKo's crosshair.
It's tough, right? Because you're playing 2 on B and you think it's going to be enough, but not to be the case. As George laid out a spawn, gets himself some light investments. Ivy push.
TeSeS ready.
Yeah, he's at range for this fight as well. So even if he gets flashed, he could just tuck in, step back out, still be confident with the duel. Flash ain't good enough, but there it is. TeSeS, an easy opener. Hex falls first.
Idyllic from TeSeS, and you can see well-forged angle for him. Not affected by that flashbang on the aggress. Deep main smoke will thwart their aggressions for a moment.
So slow start from Falcons, but really running away with this one now, aren't they? Yeah. 10 feeling like a certainty, and then it'll only be NRG's second gun round, and the score will be 10-6. So it just shows you how few and far between these rifle rounds are.
Here's an opportunity. I mean, if m0NESY goes down, and then Pop pushes, the pressure applies and magnifies from both sides. It's all down to a 2v1, and Kixon's the one to close it down. A nice double on his M4 spray, removing OC before things can get out of hand. Okay, well, yeah, guaranteed 10. Didn't look so guaranteed for a moment there. A little bit of a spot of aggression from those combined pushes through Pop and through the ramp. Gave a little glimpse of hope for NRG, but just a glimmer. As the final timeout's burned by Daps. Doesn't look like Sonic feels it's necessary for him to contribute, but Daps certainly does.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not under any pressure right now if you're Falcons. I think you would hear the conversation, and if you don't like what's being said, you'd interject if you're Sonic. But otherwise, for Daps, I also think this is important. He might not have anything crazy to say, but this is their first proper rifle round.
Right.
AWP, defuse kits, rifles across the board. No MP9s for Bro to work with. Everybody with the util required.
Well, the double out magic is very important there. You know, we don't catch it in the chaos. He gets both of them as well as Kixon simultaneously dealing with that ramp push.
I think here, if you're Falcons, you may as well just play a default round. I don't think you need to do anything too crazy. Extinguish from Kixon. Underarm. Okay, that hasn't landed correctly.
Gets himself into sandwich smoke, though. This is a very threatening position to find yourself in early. He could even start to be a rascal, and he is. NiKo's already drawn blood, removes Bro, but I think you're dead. Oh, another one caught by NiKo. Kicks it as well. Pushing straight through, slips the net. OC a dead man. TeSeS finishing him off with the flames. m0NESY did the most of the legwork already.
What Kixon did just there is what Bro tried to do in a couple of rounds as well within their first half. Get out mid, use the angle of the red train, play around the smoke, sneak into the back line, but NiKo had already killed multiple players, which makes Kixon's life a whole lot easier, and then poor Hex going to get the jump scare. So this one running away now. NRG will just have to have another partial, and then they can buy again to defend their honor. So NiKo coming out as that second wave, using the buffer that Kixon bought. And that's too easy. Oh, they're going to HE main, I think. Make sure that doesn't happen again. Also, the fact that they delay them, we're expecting Falcons not to go with the pace, and understandable. Falcons know the money situation. They know it's going to be a lighter investment. No point just playing into these pistols with a pace. Use all the advantages that you have. Make sure you turn the screws. Honestly, TeSeS working on Ivy, Magic and NiKo with Brown Wall's control. Now they just need to get Pop, and while that's being worked upon, the flash in. Sector relatively clear. A few cubbies that you have to worry about, but pressure now being applied across the map. Oh, what have they done that for?
Overlap.
Well, yeah, and they threw both of them at the same time, didn't they?
And now NiKo's going to get a perfect little head in his crosshair. Not as perfect as it could have been. You can see Bro gets away with his life.
I can't believe they double smoked that. That's huge on a round like this.
I mean, when you've got 3 smokes total and you burn 2 instead of 1, it's very awkward.
40 seconds now.
Oh, you know what? He's done well. He's done well there. Takes down at least 1. Up close in the main.
Everyone will be here to fight this for NRG. There's a chance. Time's going to be on.
It is threatening. It certainly is threatening. Now the info flows. They know where one of them is. Nitro's been spotted out. Tessus and Monacy trying to hunt him down. Some support arrives. Nice shooting. Tessus adjusting. Catches Hex at range and pulls the spray down into Nitro's head. Certainly have been some threats from NRG CT side, but it just hasn't been half as exciting as that first half. I mean, let's not forget the start they got off to. It's
6-1.
6-1 all the way to 12-6.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So we're talking 11 consecutive rounds now for Falcons.
They've woken up. Falcons are like, oh yeah, we've got a game.
Oh, Nico's got a bit of a technical issue that he wants to get resolved. I think it's with the audio. So you can see right there, pointing at the ears. We'll hold off a minute. We'll wait until the headsets get back on, because when we come to IEM Dallas, we get this perch. So right now, what would you call this? What space is this?
We are on...
This is a convention hall?
I think what most would describe as a balcony.
Well, I know where we are. I meant, where are they?
Oh, they are in what most would consider a convention space.
Okay, and we, with the balcony, can see down upon them, and we can wave quite royally.
Yeah, we have got a good view. I can see Lin Vision. Well, I can see G2. I can't see Lin Vision there underneath.
There might be underneath. Hold on, I think I can...
If you get the angle.
Over here, and I can peek in. What's below me? Who's below me? Oh.
Baloney.
Player management's below me.
Oh, yeah?
Directly below me. They're on laptops. They're having a good time down there. They've given me a wave. But, yeah, that's Lin Vision over there. Across from G2. I can see Nico of Falcons. That's all I can see.
Okay, you can see Falcons?
Well, you can't, but I can. I got to, I'm kind of curving the angle.
I can see Zonic's head, actually.
So
that's nice. And we're back underway. Okay, big round. Headsets are back on. NRG, will you leave train with a CT round?
No rounds gaming.
Well, that's mean. And quite good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'll give you 7 points to Gryffindor.
Okay. Used his spawn. Went fishing. Didn't get anything.
Oh, there's a nice little lang you can work with there if anyone was foolish enough to go peeking. Nico, safe from the bro spam up close. Takes a pot shot back. Interesting little standoff between Magisk and George as well. They are coming to fight Pop, and the Pop flash is there! Oh, couldn't get his crosshair back. Wasn't far off, you know. Trying to track the swing. But nice bit of proactive aggression. George versus Magisk. Oh, Magisk ripped his head off. That is the fight. That is exactly what you want from a teammate when you lose at the opening kill. And just like that, falling into place for Falcons. Multiple fronts at the same time. Tessa slips in the backtrack.
Chasing ghosts, mate.
Bro will pivot through con.
Look where the bomb is.
He knows Magisk could be anywhere. That's what's horrible.
Well, yeah, this round sucks for NRG.
Horrible. Okay, now you know where Magisk is. That's a little something. The nade is too. Gets ahead of it. Magisk should be dead, but then traded, right?
But the crazy part is... Right now, Nitro's been tracking Tessa.
Yeah, and the bomb's going to be coming from behind him. So unless he's crazily aware, Monacy's presence is going to be a real confusion.
Okay, so Magisk will come pop. Monacy will go plant yard. Monacy still has a smoke to work with. Drops it over towards Z.
Deep as well.
And now Nitro, he's aware this 1-on-2.
Smoking Kit Chad. I reckon this could be it. A captain's clutch.
Rolling back the years.
Has he got it in him? Monacy's going to pee. He gets past the line of sight. So it will be a little swing into the AWP.
Would you believe it?
Has he got it in him? Oh, spotted now and held by Monacy. Wow, flawless in the second half of play. Falcons coming to play. NRG 6-1 goes 13-6. A solid return to form for Falcons.
12 consecutive rounds to get the job done. And coming up next will be their map choice. We've got Nuke. Is it going to be a 2-0? Well, stick with us. First, we've got Pimp. First, we've got Yale. Bracket shouldn't be too many issues for the Falcons. They're in Group B alongside of Mouse. Group A is for Vitality. The best. They've TK'd leaving spawn. So Nico is on 70 points of health to start with. Yeah, that's an accident, isn't it? Well, it's an A-rush.
It is, and the flashes look good. So does the movement and pathing of Tessus. George doesn't seem to think so. Hits his head. Oh, an OC.
I think OC got lost.
Yeah, I think the flash from Kixon really bamboozled him.
I would love to see that from his perspective. I don't think we're going to be able to get it, but he's just come.
Ooh, nice. Hang on.
Falling out of the heavens.
Is it something? Azek's got another one in him. Nitro coming in from main side, and teammate partners up with him now, leaping in onto the site. Magisk, a two-man hut setup. Nico going to have to do an awful lot of heavy lifting here if it goes wrong, and South, Nico delivers. Takes down Nitro, can't see the response out of Bro, and Hex left all alone for Nico.
he gets TK, leaving Spawn down to 70 points of health and gets 4 kills.
Of course. With a bit of health to spare as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, well, that's a sign of things to come, isn't it, Falcons? That's going to be 2 out of the 3 pistols so far.
I want to know how Kixon threw that flash because it looked fast. Like, that's a very nice quick pop. 2 assists and the feed for your opening. You can see how both of those first kills out of Nico were with Kixon's flash assist. And yeah, wrapping it up as well. 25 points of health to spare. Quad kill.
Okay, well, going to be the force out of NRG as we're rushing A again.
Oh, he's out. He's going down the vent.
Down the vent, okay. The fireman's pole.
Oh, that's brutal. Well, that kind of makes you want to save already.
Yeah, look, Nitro's down here.
I guess you're right.
Nitro's here to fight, and Bro's going to kill.
Okay, things going
They're
a bit
not expecting...
awkward.
Oh, they see windows broken. They know Nitro has to be here.
Yeah, they've heard the door open as well. So now Monacy is in hot pursuit. Mac 10 v 5-7. Powerful pistol. You need to be facing your opponent to kill them there. And Tessus looks like he's set up for success. Gets them both. Lovely work.
All right, I got wobbly for a second there, didn't it? But they get the AK back as Tessus.
He's a bit... he was a bit horny there.
Well...
Didn't need to do that. Gets the AK back temporarily. And now likely going to be pursued by Monacy. Mac 10 in pursuit of stopping Hex from saving an AK-47.
Dead.
Dead.
Okay, well, the AK is retrieved.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's retrieved. It's not retrieved. Like, whose AK really is it?
That's the question.
No. What's ownership?
It's the people's AK.
You know, what's mine is yours. What's yours is everybody's. We will.
OC's turn.
Eventually, one day, we'll be in the dirt.
Everyone
we
that's touched
return.
it, Chad. Everyone that touches it goes down. Don't pick that one up, Nico. That's a cursed AK-47. Yeah, okay.
That's the death AK.
Yeah,
it's like Death Note, but it's AK. Yeah, just a weird little round of Counter-Strike there, wasn't it?
That was fun. I enjoyed that. The dangerous death curse AK.
Nice shot from OC there, wasn't it?
Yeah, love a jumping Deeg track.
Well, right now, we can let everybody know the winner of this will be taking on Aurora versus Heroic. But we're going to be flicking over to Group A for our second game of the day. That is going to be the Mongols versus Furia.
Molodoi!
There's something in common.
Excited about that.
With the two of the 4 names that I just mentioned. Aurora and Furia just landed in the US of A couple of hours ago. I saw them downstairs getting their photos done. They missed media day. Yeah, but they have to play.
Yeah, he just has to talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, Yanko. I'm not trying to disrespect the craft here. Just I wouldn't want to play a full best of 3 with my and you also with the context of it's your opening game, drop to the lower.
Yeah, and the game that we're going to do, the Mongols versus Furia, that's a rematch. They played over there in Astana, and it did fall in the favor of the Mongols 2-1. Furia took a map being Anubis, but the Mongols are acclimatized.
I would say they probably have a fantastic excuse.
Oh yeah, it's pre-built.
It's perfect.
They both did quite well over there, didn't they? Furia on debut with the roster, and Astralis with Hooksy, which is...
I will say I'm actually quite surprised.
About the Astralis situation?
No, well, yeah.
Or the Furia one?
It was Furia more so when I was using the word surprise. Just, I don't know, it felt like it was going to be another, like...
Flop?
Flop. With, you know, Furia have done it a couple of times. You got, like, was it Furia Junior at one point? You know, it's been weird.
Yeah, they have made some odd decisions, but right now a clear indication to go international. Molodoi's a gem, I think.
He is.
One of the problems I have with overhyping AWPers early is OC is a great example of this. They don't all turn into Monocys.
Yeah, right.
And some of them never even come back from their early form. Right? Ultimate was great. I think he's still very good. I think Ultimate shows some really good prowess in the rifle. But 2025 has been quite the road. We've had 9 Tier 1 events so far. We've only had 4 different winners. Vitality's won 5 events, Spirits won 2, Mouse has won 1, Falcons have won 1. Falcons have been the bridesmaid on 3 occasions. With over 9 events, they've been in 4 grand finals. And as Yanko was touching upon, they are now the biggest threat to Vitality.
Well, Nitro
who could almost have a near flawless season. Vitality, if they win this and then the major. They lost Bounty to start the year, but that would be a pretty sublime record.
And this man on your screen, he knows what it's all about, being the bridesmaid. During his peak in his career, he was, well, on the silver.
A professional bridesmaid.
Yeah, he was a professional bridesmaid. To Astralis, Team Liquid couldn't get a single win against them for far too long. But the second place, you know, it's better than the third.
And they had that summer of love.
The summer of love. A grand slam in 63 days.
And then Vitality have gone and taken your record.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
And they keep on adding to it.
First Gunny, here we go. What you got?
Yeah, so I should have done the CT setup. So the A defense will be George and Bro. Nitro will be the outside rifler. OC the AWP will be rotating around the map. And anchoring over towards ramp will be Hexed. So there you go, it's done.
Okay, they started the AWP down. So I was going to say whose responsibility is Secret. OC. Oh, not the crouch peek today, Nico. Not for OC. On his watch, and loud leg break from Tessus.
I love the instant reaction, though. And if they try and hunt him, there's fight from Secret now. Spotted his Hexed.
Oh, good shot. Monacy delivers.
Doubles up.
Two there. Oh, dear. Heaven's coming in. You're on CT vent. You've been spotted out. They're going to swing you from triple different angles, and the round falls apart. What's OC supposed to do now? He's position noted, and I don't even know if he's going to be allowed to do that, you know. Trying to get behind the box. Tessus is coming for you. Could get shot in the side of the head here.
I guess it's better than in the face.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming, but...
I guess.
I think I went a bit too literal there, didn't I?
You did.
Anyway, OC dead. As Magisk will remove the AWP, and it's going to now be a partial buy for NRG going into round number 5. So, slow start map number 1, hot start map number 2, and they are just running with this momentum. Remember, it was 12 consecutive rounds on map number 1 to lock the deal. 13-6. So add another 4 to that. We've seen 6 consecutive rounds now from Falcons without any resistance. Beautiful second kill there. But partial, we'll see a hero M4 for Georgie Boy, a scout for OC, and a pistol of choice for the other 3. What resistance can they find? Last time it was a lighter buy. Falcons used pace. This time it's a bit more standard as lobby aggression comes through and, well, batting them away once more. Monacy triples up.
Not too shabby, is it? Quite a threatening little aggressive burst into the lobby, but Monacy has certainly stabilized them nicely. That should finish off the job outside. Nuke mission accomplished, and round 1. 5-0 start, so yeah, we'll keep the tally. What was it, 12 in a row from Train?
So 17.
Bloody hell. Okay, guns back out. OC will have his AWP.
It's quick at least.
It certainly is for Falcons fans and schedule fans, people that want to be, you know, in the waiting room for Furia versus the Mongol.
Well, if that's the case, we need more entertainment because the game doesn't go live until 7 p.m. local and it's only 5:38.
Let's go, NRG.
Exactly. We need a bit more resistance because scheduling fans might find themselves...
We're not doing the accelerated thing.
No.
This is a kind of scheduled appointment.
It's so, Alex, okay? You've finished your day at work and you've got to really want to watch this Furia Mongols game. Right. It's going to start at 7.
Exactly.
But imagine, you know, you planned your gym session for 5,
right,
and you've come home and the game's already over because of the accelerated schedule that started at 5. And you missed it.
Out.
You missed the whole thing.
Yep.
You get your pump on, you get your chicken and rice, you get your protein shake, you sit down in front of the telly, game over. What are you going to do with your night?
Ruin your whole vibe.
What are you going to do now?
You had a plan.
Oh, the Southern Charm. Not working one right now for NRG.
Oh, yo, Magisk getting cheeky with it. George up against him and wins out a nice opening pick-off. Magisk punished for his aggressions, but look at Tessus flirting with a little aggressive idea of his own. That's enough of that. Gets away, but confirms the presence of 2 on the top site. Nico claims reign for himself. Secret stares, a little wander. No OC this time to receive him. So unguarded as it currently stands. Not a single CT acknowledging the potential.
Yeah, look, there has to be a sound cue at some point, right? So there will need to be a window getting smashed open or a door getting swung, but it is worrying to see Nico with this amount of space. The problem is, if you are Falcons, you still need to join him. So if he gets all this room and says, hey boys, I haven't seen anything, how do we get there? Okay, well, we need to go back outside through Secret ourselves, don't have any smokes. Go out squeaky door where we could limp a smoke and drop down the vent, don't have any smokes. He's turning in time. He should be able to blindside Nico. Okay, beautiful. First round, 3 kills away.
Very, very impressive work from Hex to have considered it, never mind cleared it so efficiently.
Oh, no.
That's a slip up. He's giving him away back in.
Hex is lower.
Yeah, and they're probably going to try and just run him down. You've only got 30 seconds. You can't really linger on this idea. Monacy's making steps, but searching Heaven, and we're actually going to go wrap Heaven.
Oh, it's a good call. Nobody's up there.
Nobody's up there. Okay, yeah, unoccupied. That does make this feasible. 20 seconds, though. It does feel very rushed, Bro's holding from CT Vent. That was the one tap you couldn't hit. An opportunity now a miss. Dropping in, a save from main.
George
Gets his job done, and on the back of the site is Kixon with a whole lot to do. No time to do it. Bro could run him down, fakes it out. 4 seconds, goes for the fight. Imagine they line up for him. Oh, that could have been a horrible way to lose out on what was supposed to be yours. It's theirs. NRG get themselves on the board, and they buck the 17-round run the Falcons have had across the first and second map.
Yeah, that's a wild streak. Not as wild as Vitality's, but
where are they at now? They've
26?
26, yeah, another one today.
Yeah, so just keep adding to the tally, don't they? But look, a lot of damage done here in the dying stages of this round forces NRG into a subpar bye. Falcons, that's not the same. So if Falcons win this, NRG are back in a...
Off his head.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Bounced directly up, landed in front of Nico, done 48 damage right there. And look at the buy, right? You only have 2 players stay alive. You can drop gun, sure. You've got an MP9, you've got a FAMAS. You've already expelled a whole bunch of your util. Will they expect red pole again? Looks like a similar setup from this CT side. Getting loud directly below us. We've
Sounds
got
like vision.
Yeah, but I don't. They were losing 10-2,
yeah,
so I can't imagine they would be too happy with things.
Keeping credit constantly.
Oh, they are clearing?
Molotov.
No, they're not.
No, yeah, enough for Nitro. Gets his opening kill again for NRG. An opportunity that they must make the most of. Kixon sidelined. Tess is working for that yard space. That smoke will facilitate the fight. Honestly, holding for his teammates' walk up. Hoping for an overextension. Good flash. But covered by Bro. That's the setup. That's the team play you want to be seeing if we're going to have a competitive affair here on Nuke. One back. George goes looking. Caught out by Magis.
Time's the problem again, isn't it?
I mean, it's already looking like this should be a lay down your arms type beat.
Yeah, Nico's still giving it a go. I don't think you can.
Not now. OC. On top of heaven. Bro overlooked. Perfect round. We're talking 4 alive here.
Okay, well, finances are a problem for Falcons. Sure, it was a 5-0 start, but back-to-back buys falling flat does leave them in financial despair. m0NESY saved AWP. We're going to get the loss bonus coming through. That was the 1900. So if they take an eco behind the AWP,
That's what's conversation time.
yeah, because Magis could buy AK head armor. So you could have AK head armor, AWP, you could get Kixon into a Galil. Nico and Tessus work with something a little bit lighter. And the reason that I say maybe the buy would be the informed decision is you're not going to get the AWP again for a certain amount of time. So take the save, let m0NESY work his magic with the AWP, force buy behind the AWP, try and play more of a standard comprehensive round with a few emissions. I think
That's the better of the two.
I think you should buy.
Okay.
And that is starting to take shape right now, because also think about it, m0NESY got no loss bonus in that round. So if they lose this round and then go to buy in the next, he'll have very limited, other than the 2400 loss bonus plus, what was it, 650, sorry. So yeah, it could have gone Galil territory, maybe Mac 10. But, oh, Tessus, selfless. He's got himself a P250 out of this. Oh, spotted. Hello, I've seen you.
Ooh.
I know exactly where you are.
Valuable one-sided information. They molly him out as well. Forces the extinguish.
Oh, he knows he's under pressure, right? He wouldn't have extinguished. He didn't think he was in a lot of trouble.
Missed shot from Nico's Deeg. High pressure indeed. There's a nice pick off from the AWP. Can't track him. Tessus has saved them. That
they still know OC should be here, right?
They're looking for it.
Right?
You would think. And Kixon does it just in time. 5 alive. Falcons, they'll just have a brawl and win every fight on the yard.
Oh, this has worked better than they could have hoped. Yard control. With almost everybody from Falcons tending to this. Now they just need to find 2 more. Hit the brakes.
It's coming.
Hello. Saved AWP, and m0NESY, he's got double digits again. 11 kills in the early stages of this one.
Nice shot. Really well done from George, but m0NESY puts him down. A very high impact AWP round.
Okay, well, That's very tough for NRG. They did the hard part of winning consecutive rifle rounds.
Like you nearly broke them.
Well, you did break.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, yeah.
So the fact that you forced them into a hodgepodge buy like this, and then Monacy's able to activate and get you a triple kill.
This certainly helps. Of course, getting nothing from your aggressor out yard, tucked on those barrels, gets completely bamboozled by the Tessus P2. And now you're forced into, horrible territory.
So they still will get enough loss bonus into the next where they can fall by. They get this partial, which seems threatening, but it's already 6-2.
Yeah.
And they're on the CT side, so...
Hello.
Another opener. So that was how they were able to win those previous rounds. Didn't get the opener in the last. Let's see if that's the winning recipe for NRG. Secret crawl stalled for now.
This trap they've set could catch Nico off guard, and they could be working with a 3v5.
He's gone into warehouse.
Oh, he's gone warehouse. You take it back.
I guess because you know you're against the pistols, so you want to take the range advantage. If you can get Heaven and Hell control, get up Heaven, you're able to take some nice long range kills. Tessus, however.
He is having a look.
He is.
Team Molly would clear this, and he's still cautious, on high alert that he may not have been working alone. Hello and goodbye, says Kixon to Nitro on the corner.
Yeah, Nico died in the meantime, and everybody's on the upper deck. Monacy.
Oh, I thought he got caught.
He did. This is him, right?
Yep.
He's in the net. You've got the fish.
Yeah, but he's got, I don't know, piranha fangs. Vicious fish.
Oh, snappy.
He's done well. Hex down to Monacy.
He's just everywhere, isn't he?
He is, and he's going to get this one.
Hi.
Bang! Ooh, jiggle out from George. Good work. Okay, so he gets a chance at the 1v2. Monacy with a Molotov will limit his options. Yep, there we go. Through the flames.
Heard.
75. No kit. Really is stacked against George here. Kixon holding the perfect angle for it. Gets his fight. Kixon wins it out. 7 already for Falcons, so flowing nicely on this T side for that 2-0.
I am interested to see the type of Counter-Strike we get out of Furia as well as Aurora, based off of the flight.
Yeah, that will be intriguing.
Fortunately, they both get to play in the final slot of the day, so...
There's that.
Yeah, and I think that allowance was made because of the travel.
Yeah, I mean, Chad, we did the same flight. I tell you, when we got in about, what, 5 p.m., which is probably not far away from when they got in.
Yeah, that was after the snafu and immigration.
Sure.
With the servers going down.
Yeah, so but it's slightly delayed. Regardless, we did that. I don't think playing Counter-Strike at 7 p.m. would be on my immediate desire list. Of course, that is just a product of the schedules of these events being so close.
Did they fly in business or did they not? That's the question.
That is actually going to be the question.
and Centaurus, they're in business.
Okay, that's in.
So
we should do a check of every player.
Did you fly in business?
Yes.
Molodoy, new boy,
he's probably
maybe not
business,
splurging on business.
Probably not.
Fallen, though.
Fallen.
Fallen owns the plane.
No question. Oh, barrage of HEs don't connect or find any damage. Monacy goes for that early line. Squeak will be smoked off, but he's certainly peaking with conviction, is how I'd probably frame it.
Well, when I was going to call him a sword, a spear.
Yeah.
When your weapon is delivering, right, is finding just set him up for fights. Why not? He's sure he's had a couple of misses, but he's definitely had more hits than it. Oh, great Molly, get out of hut. That's going to be heard. 2 players singed as Magisk surge. There's a ramp push coming.
There is. It's OC's orb. Monacy. No, he's not ready for that. Yep, of course he is. Of course he is. Just seems to be ahead of every play they make. Hex gets leg shot on the jiggle out. Monacy continues to hit, and hit hard. George asking questions of Hut, one directly above him, but as the Magisk investigation continues, he's posted up and George recedes.
Look at just this space.
Yeah, mate, they got all of yard. I mean, he still hasn't cleared red pole, so slightly cautious, but it looks like it's a guaranteed frag on this.
Hello, vent spotted.
Vent spotted. No. Ooh, headshot found. George trying to trade. Teammates dropping left and right. It's 5 alive.
Well, they're having a good time.
16 and 5.
They are having a great time.
Monacy's
NRG are not having a good time.
No.
What's Shaq thinking of this?
Yeah.
What's he saying about this?
What is that grip?
That's Tessus, right?
Yeah, he's got a very unique grip. Like the, what is that finger? What's your middle finger wrapped around the mouse?
That's your rude finger, Alex.
Rude finger.
That's your rude finger.
Important tap from Nico. George, very frustrating for him. He probably caught like a little whiff of the tip of his head, but couldn't contribute or communicate in time. And they find themselves
consensual
here.
Win, Alex.
Yeah, right. You'd only hope so.
Don't be smelling strangers. Well, couldn't have got away at a better time. Hello.
Hey, there you go. OC's hit a couple of good digs this half.
Isn't it tough, though? Like, look, this is a condemning scoreline right now. Calling a spade a spade. This is Falcons' series to lose at this point. As OC's grabbed another. Ooh, bro.
Little timing. Hello. Goodbye.
Yeah, have a third round. Why not? You can even have 4. I still don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough to make this one competitive.
Couple of bangers hit by OC.
Monacy's still alive.
That is the only kind of slight doubt.
Someone kill him. There we go.
OC's round, baby. Holding yards firm up against a full buy.
Come on,
with
Zonic.
just
You
the
know
Desert
Kixon's not
Eagle.
winning a 1v5. Come on now, Zonic. What are you looking at? The money situation, maybe? How you doing that? Is your teammates busting tab? Because Kixon ain't winning that. Okay. Well, you'll take any rounds you can get right now. So 8-3, final round, first half of play, map number 2.
Group B. And this is that first one from OC.
Brat.
Yeah. Giving Nico the Nico treatment. His signature eye roll. I mean, you can't be too upset.
Bang.
This is looking like a very efficient day in the office from Falcons. Will they leave with a little bit more hope? Will it be that 8-4 that you've just mentioned? Still hanging in the balance of Tessus with smoke. Over the top of Nitro's head, just dunks on him.
Oh, hang time on that one, huh?
Oh, OC, yeah. Oh, takes out Nico on the reposition, caught by Tessus. Double trouble and already threatening the heaven position. George forced forward as a product of that. And oh, wow. Yeah, bro. He took a gamble that there'd be no one on the other side of that smoke, goes waltzing through it. Kixon can't believe his luck.
Play him off.
Yeah, this one certainly does look like it's
Someone get the soundboard.
time for the keyboard cat to start tickling the ivories. Timing is a thing. But yeah, this is a 9th for Falcons unless Hex can do the improbable. Kixon's even going to catch a nice little timing on the flank, as it currently seems. Magisk holding for one aggress, and the other being flanked.
All right, well, Falcons about to line things up. A 9-3 half as the bomb to be planted, and this is a good start for them. Looking to continue on their strong form. Rivals, Melbourne, since the addition of Monacy. Now they've had time to practice, and practice is where Hex wishes he was right now, because this one's for all the marbles. First round, and this one will be closed up. We're going to a break. Falcons with a commanding lead. IEM Dallas, their opening game is going swimmingly. Yippee-ki-yay, brother duckers. We're in the US of A. Team Falcons taking on NRG, IEM Dallas 2025. And the counter-strike for the end of the season. It's all going down in Texas. We've got 5 weeks of CS until we get into that tournament break. And Falcons, they're one of the teams on the tippy top of the tongue to tussle for that major. What form have they brought into Dallas? Well, m0NESY, he's sitting on a heater right now. NRG about to be swept out in their opening game, the hometown heroes.
Yeah, it could be quite the condemnation in that lower bracket. Cutthroat in Group B. m0NESY not letting off the gas. Double on the Julies and the pistol already just resting on the shoulders of Nitro. He would have to double his kill total in order to rectify the situation. Held by a multitude of different threats. Magisk on the top of the hut. Is he going to keep his head hidden? No, is the answer, but it doesn't matter. Nitro wasn't prepared. Magisk is just making sure his crouch key still works.
Yeah, he got stuck, I think, sticky keys.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'll get your glorps in chat. And for our audio-only listeners, there's a bit of a fun fact. NRG got the majority of the opening kills in the first half, but still got absolutely dumpstered.
Not in the pistol, though. That was Tessus, as m0NESY really sealed the deal.
3 out of 4 pistols as well for Falcons in the series. So it is great to see them bringing in this form, especially under the cloud of rumors about Kyosuke or Kyosuke. Pronounce it however you want. I don't really care. But...
hello? Ooh, he finds more than just the first. Getting run down, stands his ground! It's stunning from Tessus! That's going to feel good. Tess takes the whole team down on his own. Swaps to the sidearm to finish the job.
Beautiful. Eco bash there. Obviously full eco, but...
I don't care. I don't care,
still
mate.
love him.
The USP, and he just pops their heads like cherry tomatoes in the garden.
Yeah.
Ooh, indeed, indeed.
Oh, that's our 3rd ace of IEM Dallas so far.
I can hear the Blue Starly music starting to play. NRG probably feeling pretty ultra numb right now. Just a shellacking. 4 American hopefuls.
They still have Liquid, but Liquid is 2 Canadians.
Yeah.
A Pole.
Yeah.
They make it 2 Poles.
So it's a bit of everything.
And an Israeli.
Yeah, no Americans, you could say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are an American org. Well, not.
That's where we would use the term North American.
You're right.
2 North Americans.
That's better. That's strong. That has the word American in it.
Precisely.
I like it.
Another opening kill. Another opportunity. And Alex, they do say, pressure is a privilege. And right now, NRG are feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders.
And you have to get past m0NESY if you want to win a round. No Kixon anymore. Nico, however, he's still got his heart beating. Removing George from the ramp room. Acceleration into the top side. Looks like Hex and OC have claimed it for NRG.
Nitro's won the round, doesn't he?
Yeah, but m0NESY seems so aware. Oh, there's confirmation.
Well, you have to... Yeah, okay. Now we can go for it.
Oh, gosh.
Smoke squeaky.
He's going to take the time to go get the AK-47. He wants that one-shot headshot.
Go for it, boys. Give it a go.
He's going to let, like, the Heaven player look. And
give
if
it a... Oh.
They perhaps
flashes. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, geeky.
He's lined up. These better be great.
They look pretty good. Look pretty effective. Not effective enough. Bro, actually, I tell a lie. Yeah, had vision. On to the Nico push. And m0NESY trying to get that AK into the next round of play. He looks good with it.
Stop beating up some, you know, tier 2 North American farmers. This is... Come on.
Yeah, yeah. They're not part-timers, but it does feel that way, doesn't it?
This is the thing we touched upon at the desk, was talking about it as well. The amount of games that NRG get to play against European opponents is few and far between. NIP even flew over to go to Vegas to win that Fragadelphia.
Yeah, that's
right.
Here's the flash. Does it bounce back?
No, okay, that's not a bad flash.
It's a cool flash.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to affect him. Let's see. Yeah, no.
So
It's not a
I
good
guess
flash.
it's
I take it back.
It's for backside players.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's going to force them to turn, and the Heaven player doesn't need to. So he can take that fight because the flash has gone off above his
Makes
head.
sense.
So no good for the Hut player. That's all good in the hood otherwise.
Clear ramp intent off of the rip. Are they really wanting to test this once more?
Not for 20 seconds, they won't.
Blocked him.
Hexagon throwing shapes outside.
Here we go. Oi, bro, the little entry fragger. Oh, I just did the thing where you say little and it
Yeah, Rush is rubbing off on you.
Oh, yeah. Little entry fragger is bro, apparently.
Every time I see Rush now, I just call him little guy.
Little
What's
guy.
going on, little guy?
I think that, which is worse, Buddy or little guy?
Little guy.
Little guy's
really,
tough. That is
really tough. Like Buddy could.
Come on.
It could be. It could
I mean,
be nice.
if you're like, yeah, if you're in your mid-40s, you can call me Buddy.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, I guess, by some definitions. But this is going to be NRG's 5th round. Looks like Kickson's just going to hang out and try and make it a little more conflict.
If he had a kit, I'd
Yeah,
start
right.
getting excited. He's got the kit. He's got the smoke.
But he doesn't have the kit or the smoke, so it's going to be a 5th round for NRG.
But he's got the clay, Dan. He's building the burger.
He's made the vase. It's in the kiln, Dan. A nice little wash on that, Dan.
He's just got to paint it. Take it to the market.
I hope there's no cracks in it, Dan. It's a lovely piece. An ashtray, Dan.
Smoking that NRG pack right now are the Falcons, even though they've lost another round. No emergencies just yet. My phone's not buzzing with amber alerts. We're all good. It should still just be 2 more required for the Falconis.
Why do they sound like a crime family?
No, well, that's from Batman.
Yes, I knew it. Oh, good reference. Yeah. Penguin as well. Have you watched Penguin?
I haven't, no.
Hard Wreck. Very good.
I think it's called Parks and Rec, but...
No, Hard Wreck is it's my favorite show. You should watch after you watch the Penguin.
Well, that's before the 2nd episode of The Dispatch airs.
Oh yeah, that's coming soon. Whatever that means.
What?
It said coming soon. I don't know when that is. I'm
I
excited
believe
to
it'll
see
be...
it. You know? He knows
Well,
everything,
if I go
guys.
off
He knows everything.
if I go off what we did in Melbourne, it would be Saturday
All
between a 2nd series between maps 1 and 2.
I'm excited to see it. Oh, that's nice from Nico.
Ah!
Come on, come off
He's
it.
just tapping.
Yeah, let's not give him a 3rd Hex. Let's be cool about it. Excuse me, it's Bro. Hex is gone. And Tessis is the one that's hot in pursuit. Bro dumping you till out on red. Lovely. Gets away with it as well. Just dips his head down from the silo player. Kickson's playing for info in the most selfless way possible, just jumping around the CT vent. George confirms positions of someone on the rafters.
Okay,
Yes, Chad, it is that kind of feeling. It is that feeling of what can you do?
Nothing.
Really? Just a
Just a 2-gun save.
2-gun save.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. This game is over, but we've got
Furia 2.
chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree.
Nico got 2. He didn't get 3.
The Mongols taking on Fury, a rematch from Astana coming up next. Live and direct into your living room, 7 p.m. local. A and B streams currently functioning. More Counter-Strike than you know what to do with. But what do you do with this one? 12-5.
Yeah, certainly a rather humbling way to start a campaign at an event for a team like NRG. But this is going to happen. You're coming in with a very low seed.
Yeah, well, this is the thing that blows my mind.
Low seed.
When people see Vitality's group and they go, lol, Mickey Mouse group for Vitality, why they always get easy group? That's so silly. It's like they're the highest seed. That's how this works.
This is how it
If you're the highest seed, you get the weaker opponents. That's a seed gives you something. To be the best is worth something. Anyway, Kickson harassing through the door, a deep nade down the back pocket of George, chips him away to 83 points of health. You were never expecting this one to be competitive. It would have had to have been a surprise from NRG, and that's why when it started 6-1 on Train, their map choice, You thought maybe, just maybe, we were in for a competitive affair to start the day. Well, when I say start the day, I mean Alex and my day. This is best of three, number 3. Here they come.
What's he got then, Magisk, other than a white screen as it currently stands? Pushing through that hut smoke would be a bit of a condemnation, just lining up for Magisk. So he stays active. Hex is starting to push through on a second wave. Hang on. Opportunity presents itself, but m0NESY ascends the ladder and delivers. Drops into the site. Magisk providing covering fire. George finds kicks and m0NESY just racks him up. Instantaneous deletion to finish. He is in fighting fit form. Big smile on his face and a big start to their campaign at IEM Dallas. Falcons, light work, brush aside NRG.
25 kills, 7 deaths for m0NESY, and that one over 2 maps here is putting on quite the form.
Reaction. They know there's no op. Outside, Tess books it towards Heaven. They're coming back up towards Secret. He finds great timing here, but m0NESY hits even better shots. He was on a tear, and after this, you can see even Magisk, he's just running out hut, right? Like, he doesn't care. There's one player there. They managed to find the kill on him, and it's so easy, right? Looks so easy, looks so simple. Helps when m0NESY hits a couple of blinders like that, but it can be that simple, you know, like sometimes people overthink it, overcomplicate it. Okay, we have the AKs, the op is in Secret, let's just go backyard and search for duels, let's find the fights, you know. Tess has probably said on his own, I'm gonna go towards Heaven, right? If